Hello everybody and welcome to a little vlog video. Actually, it's not a little one, it's quite a big one. We like to do these every now and then just so you guys can stay up to date on what's going on with the channel, where we're going with current content, where we're going with future content, and what you can expect to see going into the fall, and all of that fun stuff. So there's a lot to talk about here, but first, the game in the background is Civilization 5 using the Brave New World expansion. I'm playing with mods because that's really the only reason that you should play Civ is with mods, and the mods I'm using is the Mass Effect Civilizations, which is awesome, and the crazy like religions or something like that, ridiculous religions, something I don't know what it's called, but it's got some funny stuff like unitology, Jediism, stuff like that. So I hope you enjoy the background footage. It's just there for background footage. It's not meant to be uber entertaining because it's kind of hard to watch Civilization for a long period of time without playing it. Okay, so the first thing that we need to talk about is the Star Wars news, because that is the number one question I keep getting asked over the past like a week, which is, hey, what class are you doing next? Hey, what class are you going to do? The warrior? What class are you doing? No, I'm not doing any class next. I know that's a bit surprising to you guys, but here's the deal. I have an idea for really good Star Wars content coming that you guys will really get into, and I know you will. You're going to be skeptical at first, but trust me, right? So here's the deal. We are going to stop doing the current story videos for the time being. They will return, but for the time being, they're going to stop because I need time in order to do this other series, which is a set of player guides. I've been calling them new player guides, but I'm not sure if I want to call them that because it gives you the wrong impression. Right, so what these guides are for several types of people. They're for every single Star Wars player out there. Actually, they're for every MMO player out there, but it's focused on Star Wars, obviously. And the thing about it is I have a passion for teaching. I really like teaching. Hell, on Fridays I teach drum lessons because I'm a musician, and I just like to teach, right? So one thing I like to do is, especially in Star Wars, is make the community better, make them better at playing the game, and I want you guys to be better at playing the game. And I would say the majority of the questions that I get asked are stupid little things that are really easy to answer in a guide, right? So like, how do I set up my interface the way I do? How, what class should they play? How does this work in the game? How does hotkeys work? Why do I use, certain gear that I do? It's just stuff like that, right? So what this idea is, and I set up a design document, and it's pretty long. I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of videos in this series of guides, probably like over 20 is what it seems like, and I'm not even done with the design document yet. But it'll be starting at the very basics, right? So some of you, this will be stupidly easy and you already know all this stuff, so it's not really that important to you. But for new players to the game, it would be very important, which is, starting right at the beginning, you boot up the game. What's the first message you get? You get, hey, you should probably subscribe to this game. What does that even mean? What is the business model for this game? They kind of throw it in your face right off the bat. Well, with Star Wars, it has a very specific business model, so that'll be the first guide. Is how does this work and how does it play into the real game? Why shouldn't you subscribe? Right? That sounds weird. How I'm saying no, you probably shouldn't subscribe until you get to max level. Then you should consider it. Why does free to play work for the game? Why doesn't it work? What are the different things that you can do with this business model currently? So that's kind of the idea that we're going to be working with here. Now, with that being said, the next things that'll come out is a lot more advanced, right? So, you would go into how the stats work in the game, how the different stats work because of the percentages of how like aim works to your DPS, as a bounty hunter, stuff like that. So that's more advanced, and then getting into the even more advanced, specialized hotkeys. How do you do advanced hotkeys on a keyboard? I use 1 through 7 because I have a long hand, reach with my hand, but you can use Control and Alt, and you can add modifier keys, 1 through 7, which gives you 21 keys right there. Then you add tilde, which is another one I use. That's way more because then you have I have a Razer Naga, which is 1 through 12 plus 2 keys plus the middle mouse button. Then I use Alt and Control for that for advanced hotkeys as well. I literally could bind every single ability I have if I wanted to. And learning how to set up hotkeys is something not a lot of people know how to do. Learning how to set them up efficiently is an entirely different thing. You may set up advanced hotkeys, but you may not be doing it correctly. The whole idea is to have as little hand movement as possible, and how to play efficiently in those situations will really help your gameplay. Also, things like movement in the game, a lot of people don't know that you probably should never use the S key. You should never back up. That's the least efficient way of movement, because you could do the exact same thing by strafing and turning your camera, so that way you're moving backwards, but you're actually moving sideways facing the target. There's a lot of advanced stuff there that will definitely help every single player, no matter if you're a 10-year vet of World of Warcraft or if you're a brand new player into the MMO genre. Personally, I've been playing MMOs since the original EverQuest I played, which is kind of crazy. But if you think about it, I'm always learning new things, learning how to play better, improve my gameplay, and that's why I like raiding. That's why I like tanking, is because that's kind of the thing I like to do, but I'm constantly getting better at it. I'm constantly evolving the way I play. Even things like interface setup sounds so stupidly easy. You're like, oh, just make an interface that you like. No, actually, there's a lot more that goes into it. You want an efficient interface where you're not having to look too far on the screen, and my interface may not work for you because I set mine up because I'm a tank and because of the way my monitor is. I have a pretty large monitor, so you may want a different interface setup. So how do you determine how to do that? How do you even do it in the game and stuff like that? How do you get more hotbars? There's a lot of stuff here to learn, and I'm pretty sure you get the idea that these are going to be pretty intense guides. They're probably not going to be more than 10 minutes long per video. But there will be a lot of them on certain subjects. So you may say, like, the business model one isn't for you. You may know everything about the Star Wars business model. That's cool. There may be something there that you could learn, but it may not be for you. The second thing could be something like the advanced hotkeys and learning how to play better. That you might get something out of that may make you a much better player. Imagine you're a raider in Star Wars. You have a hard mode group that wants to get into nightmares, but you just can't seem to do enough DPS, or to keep each other alive with your heals, or your tanks don't know certain ways to position bosses correctly, and it's really killing you. It's little things like these guides that could give you an extra 1-2% that will help you down a boss. So, like I said, the whole goal of this is to make the community better at playing the game, and that'll significantly increase your gameplay as well, especially if you're not used to this kind of stuff. So, like I said, some of you may be skeptical at first, especially those of you who think you're really good at MMOs, but trust me, there's going to be some stuff that you get out of this that make you even better. And really, the best thing to do is realize that nobody is the best player in the world. You can find the best player on Star Wars in the world, and there's still stuff they need to learn. And just being humble in the fact that there's always room to grow as far as how good you are at a game, and moving on with that. And any of you who are really competitive and like StarCraft, competitive scene, stuff like that, know about all of this anyway, so this is not news to you, but for some of you it will be a pretty big deal. Now, moving on, because we've been talking about this forever. The second thing is I'm gonna be continuing doing the PTS content. Right now the PTS is broken, and we've tried to get into the raid. It just doesn't work, so I can't get you the footage for that. The current planet, the Omicron or whatever it's called, it's broken, so I can't get you footage for that. I've got some, but I don't have all of it, and I was hoping to have like 7 videos out this week, but it's just broken. So unfortunately, we're going to have to wait for them to fix that. Once they do, I'll have a ton of PTS content coming. I'm going to continue doing the PTS content even when they update to the next update and all that stuff. I'm also going to continue doing patch rundown videos because you guys really seem to like those. They're a good way to figure out what happened in a patch without having to read through a wall of text, basically. And some of you guys really like that. So, sometimes they're funny, most of the time they're not, but we're gonna do that as well. So we're gonna continue the patch rundowns for Star Wars when new patches are released. And we are going to, after all of this is done, once the new player guides are out, once the PTS content is kind of trickled out, we're gonna be starting the Warrior. We're gonna do a Juggernaut, a female Juggernaut for the Sith Warrior. And I'll start that off with a really cool trailer like I usually do, but that'll be after the player guides come out. So just letting you guys know how the Star Wars content is going to work. Also, you probably, like I said earlier, you probably wouldn't expect more than 2 of those guides a week, but we'll see how that works. So the next thing, Planetside 2, right? I'm going to continue doing the Planetside 2 content I currently do and probably not do much more than that. Planetside 2 is a game I really love to play. It's a game that is completely different than the rest of the games I play, so it's a nice, relaxing thing for me. So I'm going to continue doing their patch rundowns when a game update is released, so you'll know what new stuff is coming. And the second thing to that is I've been putting the links to sign up to either one of those games, Star Wars or Planetside, in their video descriptions. So if you wanted to play Planetside, you can sign up through a link there, and I'm pretty sure you get free stuff with it. Same with Star Wars if you haven't played in a while and you want to, or let's say you're just coming to the channel, you see the Star Wars stuff, and then you kind of want to check it out. You can sign up through those links, and you'll get, like, with the Star Wars stuff, you get like boosts and XP boosts, and then I think some like fleet passes and stuff. So there's some cool stuff you can get with signing up with those links as well. So after that, we're going to be doing a Machine for Pigs playthrough coming up this month. So it's the next Amnesia game. It's going to be super sweet. We didn't do a playthrough of the first one because both Garrick and I are super chicken, and in fact, that's how we determined who's going to play the second one. We looked at it and said, okay, we need the most chicken person to play it because that'll be the funniest, right? So we determined who is the most chicken by how far they got in the first game. Personally, I got further than Garrick did, and he's going to be doing the video for Machine for Pigs now because he is the most chicken. So that'll be coming this month, and that'll be like 2 videos a week. It'll be really funny to watch him scream like a little girl because he's way more scared than I am, and we can officially say that because we know without a shadow of a doubt, and it'll be really funny. Those will be really good. You'll want to look out for those. With the Dragon Age series that's currently going on, we're going to keep doing it. We may boost it up to 3 videos a week so we can kind of get it going, you know what I mean? It is kind of a very long game, Origins that is, and we plan on doing all the DLC, all the expansions, stuff like that. So I may try to speed that up a bit. Some of you have been complaining that you feel like the series is kind of slow, and unfortunately, that's just where the game is right now, and it gets a lot better. When Dragon Age first starts, the story is a little slow, but as you get into it, it picks up pace and gets better and better and better as it goes. And then the second thing is the combat feels really slow at first, and that's because I don't have a lot of abilities. As I level up and get some really cool stuff, it'll get better and the game will get harder and stuff like that. So trust me when I just say be patient with it, it'll get better as it goes. With the Witcher series, I'm actually going to stop it. Unfortunately, it's way too frustrating for me to play. Most of you guys think it's frustrating to watch because of the same reasons, and it's annoying because it lacks direction for the player, and it's a game that requires a lot of investigation going on, but I can't do that while I'm recording a video because it makes it super boring, right? Now, with that said, I'm not going to do Witcher 2, but I might do Witcher 3 when it comes out, so keep that in mind. The next thing is Elder Scrolls Online when I get beta access and the NDA comes up. Those are 2 things that have to go hand in hand. There can't be an NDA, so, I can't talk about it. And I have to get beta access. I'll do beta content with Elder Scrolls Online. Kind of excited to see what that game's going to turn out to be. Same thing goes for WildStar. It's going to have beta content, and once the NDA comes up, I'll be able to put out videos on that really cool game. It looks like WoW, but trust me, it's nothing like it. So going into the fall, we're going to have a new website. The new website will consist of a lot more reasons to go there. It'll be kind of that flat style that you see a lot of people switching to, and with that, the consistent branding across all of the stuff we do will be changed. So our Twitter and our Facebook stuff will be changed to look kind of like the website stuff, and then we'll have like a new intro, and some of the YouTube channel stuff will be changed to kind of fit that style. So it'll be really cool. Trust me, you'll have more reasons to go there. That'll be actually coming this month, hopefully. With that being said, the other reason to go to the website is because we do live streams, and it's a really easy way to get connected in the live stream and kind of participate with being able to do giveaways and stuff on the website itself. So the website will have a live stream page like it does now, but our live streams won't happen on Fridays like they currently do. It'll be switched to Saturdays, and on Saturday the live stream should happen around the same time. The reason we're switching from Fridays to Saturdays is because people went back to school recently, and it makes it very difficult for them to watch on Fridays. Now, we wouldn't be able to do every single Saturday, but we would be able to do most Saturdays. Following us on Twitter and Facebook would be the best way to determine if we're going to live stream or not. And moving on to the last thing, which is the PlayStation 4, that comes out on November 15th. It'll be really cool when that comes out. However, we won't get our hands on one right away. Once we do, which should be like January, February, we'll get a capture card. We'll be able to do some of the content on their exclusive games, such as Killzone and stuff like that. So you should be able to see some cool video content come from the PlayStation 4. But if there's games that are available on PC also with the PlayStation 4, then we'll do the PC equivalent because it's just easier to record. But I did want to do some of the cool PlayStation 4 exclusives when they do come out. So with that being said, just thank you guys for watching all of our videos. It's crazy how much good feedback you guys give us. You guys are such a cool community in the comments. I mean, we are very lucky to have a very kind comment section. Some channels don't have that, fortunate effect. Some channels have really terrible people who comment, and that's always really mean. But you guys are really nice, and we appreciate that, and we appreciate you guys giving a good community around our videos, which is awesome. So continue to give good feedback. We'll continue to make videos that you guys want to see. And with that being said, I think I'm going to go start on the new player guides, and we shall see you guys next time.